Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Yo, you're in for a treat today. This is Extra Credit Fridays, where we go back and we revisit some of those iconic conversations with some of our most amazing guests. And today we are back with none other than Dr. Shawn and Lacey Dill. But the reason I wanted to circle back and bring you this exclusive episode is because they talk about everything from how to get paid what you truly deserve, as well as understanding how to make money together in a relationship, and that money is actually faith-based. In fact, if you're dealing with financial problems right now, it is actually personal problems in disguise. Enjoy this short clip and be sure to check out the full episode. And thank you so much for watching Extra Credit Fridays here at School's Over. Now what? Now let's get into the episode. Oh, that's crazy. Let's break this down, right? Because there are a lot of entrepreneurs or people who have striving goals that listen to this podcast, and they perhaps are in a relationship with somebody. They perhaps are, at that beginning stages where they are rubbing pennies together. Like, what were some of the things that you two were telling each other, about what your possible future could look like to even inspire you to get to where you are today?
So I'll start there because I love this man so much, but sometimes early on in our relationship, he would say things about like money and the ability for you to create a life and a future that you desire, that when he would say those things, it was so far out of my paradigm. I thought he was nuts. He would say things to me like, Lacey, I know that we don't have a lot right now, but money is all around us. Money is abundant. It's everywhere. You can literally wake up tomorrow and whatever amount of money we need, we can just create something to bring that amount in. And I was like, what? Like, you're a lunatic. Who talks like that? And he would just continue to feed that into me. But I grew up thinking that you put in an hour and you get paid for that hour. It was an equal exchange, work for money, the exact amount of time for a certain amount of money. So I didn't believe that you could attract wealth into your life. I believe that you had to earn every penny of it. So Shawn would speak those things to me, and I really had to lean into that. And I had to do some things to break that negative mindset, because literally I was the one in the relationship holding us back. Man, if you're in a relationship and you're the one with the negative thoughts, it's strong and it beats out those positive thoughts all the time.
Oh, I got to stop you right there. So Shawn, for you, right? Like listening to, Lacey say this, a lot of people are, in relationships, and there is, like a seesaw, right? There's somebody holding it up. How did you stay positive even when you didn't have anything?
Well, I believe that money is a faith-based concept, and I'm super excited because I think that the emergence of cryptocurrency is really sort of shedding a lot of light on this. The idea of wealth and money is a faith-based, and I'm not talking spiritual faith. I'm talking about faith in a system called money and currency. And because of that, if the government, we just lived through a time when the government just decided to make more money, right? So that's literally how it works. Now, they did it to trillions of dollars, but you could do it to millions. If you want to be a millionaire or a decamillionaire or a centimillionaire, you just need to make more money. But what happens is a lot of people, like you said, they think that you work, so you do X number of units of work. Maybe you get paid $40 an hour. So if I worked for 5 hours, I would make 200. But really what you could do is you could say, look, and I know that you talk to your community about this. You could say, I'm going to make a podcast and I'm going to sell the podcast for $200. And it might take me an hour to make it, but then 100 people might buy the podcast, or maybe 10. If only 10 people bought it, I made $2,000 in an hour. But I had to create it. But literally, like, what is a podcast? It's not like tangible. Like, we can't put the podcast on the table. We can't take the podcast to our family and, show them it at Thanksgiving. It's this thing. And so really, because of that, money is really based off of faith. It's your mindset around it, and you have an unlimited ability to create an unlimited amount of money. So here's really how it works for us as we think about something. Like we were talking pre-recording here, Lacey and I recently moved to Naples. And so a couple of years ago, we actually we're a little bit nuts if you can't figure that out. So we decided we wanted to move to Naples, but we had never been to Naples. So we bought a house online. So we went online and we found this house, and we were like, we like this. So let's buy this house. Worst thing that could happen, we buy it. We don't like it, we'll sell it. So we went into a workshop. We do these regular workshops, and I was like, Lacey, let's just make enough money. Let's sell enough stuff to buy the house. And so we went on and we created a product. We created a mastermind, and we sold the mastermind. And it took us a day. The workshop was a day long, but the sales process was, it was 30 minutes. We sold the mastermind and we bought a house.
But I have to stop you there, because this was the massive mindset shift. We are conditioned as individuals to believe that you have to say, how much money can I make by doing X, Y, and Z? What Shawn is talking about is thinking about it differently, saying, how much money do I want? How much money do I need for X, Y, and Z? And then I'm going to create the thing to attract that. We always think about it backwards. And I remember having an aha moment and realizing I always thought, what do I need to do to make that? No. It's what do I want? And then I'm just going to create it and attract it in. That is a huge mindset shift for anybody that's moving from that lack mentality, that scarcity mindset, and wants to step in that abundant way of thinking.